All right, I'm going to make this quick. So this video is exclusive for you alone. So I'll play and stop. Like I told you, I'm a spontaneous player, so I teach people how to be spontaneous. So before I will get to the song and the breakdown, let me show you a few things to do. Like the last exercise I gave to you, that video, please take time, slowly, so you can slow it down, and you can keep practicing it. So there are some techniques you need to learn to be able to play some of these stuff. So you must learn number one, hammer on and pull off, which is very key. So you have, you understand, this is hammer on and pull off together. Hammer on is striking one note, then hammer it. Hammer on is striking one note, then hammer it to the other finger, which is, you understand? The pull off is simply doing the opposite. So we have, you can see, that's an hammer on technique. So let me play the song and then explore it. Okay, on F. Nah. So I have so this is a pentatonic scale, get it, but hammer on applied. So we have so, do, re, mi, 2 octaves, then so, do, re, mi again, you get it. So learn to play scales in 2 octaves, it will help you. Let me come again. So, do, re, mi on F. Then you simply reverse it until you get to your destination. One thing about riffs is you must have the destination in mind. The destination must be in mind, which is the song is moving towards the 4th progression. You get it? So you land on 4th. One rule about bass playing is always play every note clean, clear. No fluke, okay? The destination should be straight to the point, and as you hear, every note should be heard clearly. So let's go again one more time. Let me take it forward. Going up. You can see. So you can also use that one, which is re, so, re, mi, so, do, so, la. You get it? So re, la, so, re, ti, la, so. Now on F sharp now. So like you said, simple ones. And this will aid you to go to your 5th progression, which is so. Every time you are approaching so, okay, you can use it. You don't only use it for this song, you can use it on other songs just to get the understanding. Now the problem is, why you want to apply it on other songs, you can't apply as it is verbatim or exactly as it is, because the chord progression will change. The structure might change, the speed might even change. So you apply it to an extent, then you relate it back to the progression. I don't know if you are getting the point. Let's go further. Let me do like 2 or 3 more. See, we're on G now. So we have la, mi, re, la, so, re. You get it? La, so, re, ti, la, so, do, fa to the 4th. So let's keep going. Re, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, mi, do, fa. These are very short riffs. I'm giving you enough that will carry you for the week. You get it? So okay, it's the same with your 5 string at home. You can see that this string is not there, so don't be confused. So let's keep going. If I keep going, you will keep getting confused. So at some point, you can pause some. If you have, there's some players where you can even slow down. You can slow them down and you can pick the notes one after the other. Like I told you, I can play 100 of them different times. So what I'm teaching you is how to create it for yourself. You get it? As you practice my own, you keep creating for yourself. So that's the core. You get it? Every other thing is embellishment, which is to the destination. So you can even leave the remaining parts and learn. It's like a slow. You can see, which is Ti do ti la zi ti zi la. Okay. So ti do ti la zi ti zi la ti la ti so mi re so do. Ti do ti la zi ti zi la ti so mi re so do. Okay.